Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads, you delicious and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. So, 2 kisses for you, my delicious little babies. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, my delicious little babies, I'm babysitting today until 3 p.m. UK time. And what it is, his beautiful little name, so I was allowed to mention his name. He's called Scruff, but what it is, he's a working Cocker Spaniel, okay? Oh, he's beautiful. He's 4 years old. He's lying right next to me now. I've just been stroking him. And of course, you know, because he's never really, do you know what I mean? This is the first time that he's been with me, okay? So what it is that, he's took me for a walk this morning with our beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. So our beautiful and delicious little Scruff. Well, yes, he was pulling me along just like a good and God bless him. But as good as gold, you know, and normally he barks at men. You know, I actually stopped off to talk to a couple of workmen, actually, you know, because they were just, you know, seeing little Rubes and little Scruff. And, you know, and he never barked once, God bless him, yes. And, of course, my beautiful and delicious little Maisie Moo, she will not come in because, you know, she's afraid. You know, she's my little pussycat, my little black pussycat. But, you know, I says, well, I've left the window open in the bedroom, you know, and then, do you know what I mean? She'll come in at some point anyway. It's just because she's unsure, you know. Because, like, especially with actually, with all beautiful little animals, you know, they get a sense, don't they? You know, if somebody is not nice or something like that. Do you see what I mean? It's a bit like, if you look at it, you know, what they've flipping named us, right? It's a bit like humans, isn't it? You know, like when others are not very nice to us. Do you know what I'm saying? We can usually sense something that's not very nice. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, it's just the same, isn't it, really? If you look at it a different way, yes? Anyway, one of the workmen, God bless him. He's not in that way. He said, I'll subscribe to you, okay? Now, what we was discussing was, and before we go any further, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, there's very little wind, so no wind, no rain, okay? Very dry, okay? And yes, you can just put a cardigan on and a t-shirt and just go out, okay? But that's what it's like where I am. It may be differing in other parts of the old UK, okay? Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, if you could please click on the like, and if you'd like to subscribe, please feel free to subscribe. And, you know, also if you'd like to leave a comment, it's also very welcomed, my delicious little babies, okay? I've got a lovely breeze coming through my front door at the moment, and I can hear the beautiful little birdies singing. Oh, it's wonderful and delicious. And, of course, you know, I woke up to, you know, the sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray. But of course, you know, we also woke up to the zuzums, okay? Which is what I was actually talking to the workmen about. And I said, have you been hearing? I said, how low? I said, the helicopter again. And it was so flipping low, it was unbelievable, my delicious little babies. And strangely enough, God bless them, they said, yes, this is, we were just discussing that, because, you know, they were putting their tools and everything in their van, do you see what I mean? And then the one workman, and again, not in that way, he said, I even watched, he said the other day, he was telling me, he said, I even watched the other day, he says, with one of the zuzums. He said he actually watched it where it went up and then turned into a cloud, you know, what he was leaving behind. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? Because at night here in the old UK, for those of you who live in the UK, you're going to get where I'm coming from. Now, not everybody, God bless, pays attention. So not all delicious little babies pay attention to this. But I've mentioned this before, months ago, yes? And what happens is that where we're supposed to have a beautiful nighttime sky, right? Well, it's not very often that we are receiving this, okay? Usually it's like a browny colour, then there's loads of clouds, and really, I'm not being nasty. Well, yes, I am actually. It's a flipping eyesore, is what it is. I mean, where's all the beautiful little stars and our beautiful little Mr. Man on the moon? Do you know what I mean? And it's so beautiful when you occasionally get it. You know, it looks absolutely beautiful and delicious. I love to look at the stars and my little Mr. Man on the moon. Do you know what I mean? And my lovely, beautiful midnight sky. Do you know what I mean? But it's very few and far between these days, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so you're a little scruff, right? So anyway, he's just so beautiful, honestly. He's just really beautiful. And my beautiful little Rubes, well, she's just having a little rest at the moment. Little Scruffy gets up to every single little noise, bless him. Anyway, you know, because I love animals. Everybody knows that I love my delicious baby animals. Do you know what I mean? And I love all creatures, great and small and little and large little birdies. I love them all. They're beautiful, wonderful, and delicious, okay? And for most, usually they're better than some, again, what they've named us, human beings. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Because they see a lot, you see. They see it, you know, what they can see for ourselves. For most, we cannot. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, they're very clever, very intelligent, okay? All across the board. Anyway, so let's make a start. So, right, because yesterday, yes, I was flipping on one, do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I just do not like what is going on. And I will continue to voice my opinions. I'm well entitled to voice my opinions, and nobody's going to shut me up. I will not shut my mouth. No, I will not. Do you know what I mean? This is crimes against what they've named us, humanity. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And it will be put a stop to. Yes, it will. There we are. Positive mental attitude at all times. Mind you, I did go cold there. So there is going to be something. Yeah, you mark my words. Yes. So let's just make a start. So we've got, what shall I go to first? So much to choose from, my beautiful and delicious little babies out there that you are. Okay. Now then, I want to begin with, this is on BitChute, okay, my delicious little babies. So it's spelled BITCHUTE, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, BitChute, BITCHUTE. Now, the uploader is called Jim Rigoli, okay, and or Rigoli, however one wants to pronounce. So that's spelled, you know how to spell Jim, you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. But Rigoli is spelled RIGOLI, okay, my delicious little babies. So you could just type in, you know, into the search engine of your choice, my little beautiful babies that you are, BitChute, and then Jim Rigoli, okay, please and thank you. And the video that you're looking for is Jet, Jet, Jet Fuel Scam, and then next to it 5-17-23, okay, and that's on BitChute, okay. So Jet Fuel Scam, okay. Now we're going to tick you off. Now it's not a long video, my delicious little babies, no it's not, okay, but it explains many things, okay. And yes, you know, because I've watched other videos in the past to do with planes, okay, but it explains things just in simple things. Do you know what I mean? Simple terms. And the fact is that yes, it is one big, filthy, scummy scam. Okay, my delicious little babies. So it's just amazing what's coming out, isn't it? Do you see? And it just keeps sort of dripping and dripping and dripping. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And of course, with myself, I just like to give out information. Do you know what I mean? So really, my videos should not be taken down because I'm not showing pictures or anything like this. Well, actually, I do not know how to. I think if I did know how to, oh my word, I would be banging them all up. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, but as I do not, well, I have to do things another way, okay, which is just to explain, okay? But I suppose that's not a bad thing in a way. Do you know what I'm saying to you, yes? Keeps your videos up, doesn't it? Right, anyway. So that's number one. Yes, very interesting indeed. My delicious little babies. Amazing what air can do. You know, the air that we breathe, okay? Well, sometimes we're not too sure whether we've got good or bad going into our systems, because it seems that for those and the putrid little lackeys, do you see what I mean? It's like they like to continuously poison us. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, so the next one, so I'm going to mention him again, my delicious little babies, okay? And, you know, for any new subscribers, so thank you, and God bless you. Thank you for joining my little family, okay? And I hope you enjoy your stay, okay? Well, this is our lovely Richard Vobes. Not in that way, okay? There's a reason for everything I do, okay? Now then, his latest video, this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. So, I mean, you could just tap into the old space bar, Richard Vobes, rewind and start again, VOBES, Verbs, Richard Vobes, okay? Now, he's got two men on there, okay? Guests, okay, because he is getting some flipping banging guests, okay, and they're coming from all different directions, and it's good because you've got, the reason why I say this, my delicious little babies, is you've got a really good selection. There we are, you've got a really good selection. Some I'm not very sure of, okay, so I'm just being honest with you, okay, but that's just my feelings. You know, if I feel something for some reason, you know, there we go, and I just cannot shake it off, there's usually a reason why, okay, my delicious little babies, and it's, there we are, it's the way I've always been, okay, and anybody who knows me knows this, okay. So, for some, sorry, excuse me, I'm not, do you know what I mean, I think, oh, okay, do you know what I mean, it's just, it's okay, but I tell you what, he's got some damn flipping brilliant other ones on, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, and they're well worth a listen to. Anyway, in this case, this is about the video that you're looking for on YouTube, Richard Vobes, is It's Going to Be Unstoppable. Yes. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, okay. So, yeah, it's well worth a listen to, so I'll repeat that just once more. It's going to be unstoppable. Yes, okay. So, but like I said, because I always have a positive mental attitude, yes, sometimes I get very passionate, my delicious little babies, and for those of you who've been so beautiful and kind, so thank you once again for following me on my journey, okay? You will see that I have different moods, I have different moods, do you know what I mean? But if I was just to, the point I'm making is, if I was just to come on the camera every single day and just be in a good mood, like, oh, everything, I'm up there with the butterflies and fairies, well, you would not really be seeing the real me, would you? You'd be seeing somebody who's false, somebody who's fake, and I am none of those things, my delicious little babies. I'm not even materialistic, sorry. I'm not even materialistic. Do you see what I'm saying? I've been there, done it, got the T-shirt. I've seen others in my decades. Yes, I have. And the lengths that one will go to go and purchase, there we are, to purchase something. And I'm thinking, wow, do you see what I'm saying? But this is the world that they created. Do you see? And of course the consequences are we have ones going into debt, you know, because not everybody's got 10 or 15 grand for a kitchen or whatever it is, or a new car, brum brum wheels. Do you see what I'm saying? So for most, they'll go on the old credit, won't they? Do you see what I'm saying? But for me, I do not, you know, I've given bags, black bin liners away of clothes. And then one may say to themselves, well, why do that? Do you see what I'm saying to you? But I do it for good reason. Because as I've got older, I sound like I'm flipping ancient. I'm not everybody, my delicious little babies. But as I've got older, you realise in life, that's just me personally, my delicious little babies. I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for others. Everybody is different, and that's the beauty of life. If we were all the same, then life would be boring. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But for me, I believe that less is more. Do you see? There we are. And it is, for myself personally, okay? So no, the material side, been there in my 20s, early 20s and all this thing, yes? Not for me. Do you know what I mean? I mean, at one time, I'd have something. And for those delicious little babies and my beautiful and delicious little friends who've known me such a long time, God bless them, how I love them so, they would tell you this. Do you know what I mean? I would have something before it's on the front of a magazine. Do you see what I'm saying? There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but no. Not in the second part of my life, no. Because why? Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, it's like, when I think about getting something, I always spare a thought, and I think, well, do I really need that? Do I really want it? Must I really have it? And then I weigh up the pros and cons, and I say to myself, you know what? No. What I'd much prefer to do is take a walk in nature with my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday, yes? Have a damn good meal. Do you know what I mean? And just work to keep a roof over my head. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? So that's all that I'm interested in. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Well, apart from my beautiful and, oh, God bless them, my beautiful and delicious little daughters and my beautiful and wonderful little friends. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my beautiful, delicious little daughter, and my beautiful baby little animals who are also my daughters? Do you see what I'm saying? They're beautiful and delicious too, and wonderful, just like my wonderful little daughters. So as long as I concentrate on that, I do not need all of these things. I mean, please do not get me wrong. I mean, I will not fib to you, you know. I mean, I do like to sleep in a lovely bedroom. I will not deny that, you know. I love my flowers, you know, my fresh flowers in there. And I love my beautiful little healing room. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But me as a whole, I live more, what you would call more humbly. Do you see what I mean? It's like I've just gone well past that stage, if you know what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies. Do you see? So, you know, I was just, sorry, I've just gone off onto something else, but I was just getting it across the type of woman that I am. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can have everything, but really, you look at it, it's a bit like the runes, and you've got nothing. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? It may look like you've got everything, but really you've got nothing, because if up here, you've got an issue with up here, do you see what I'm saying to you? Then, what's this? Okay, it's all right. It's little Scruff's dear little mum and dad that they're calling me. Okay, I'll get back to them very shortly, okay? Sorry about that, my delicious little babies. Your mummy and daddy's just calling at the moment. Okay, yes, so that's what I want to say there, my delicious little babies. Do you see? Sorry about that, my delicious little babies. I just got a little bit distracted then. They're probably just checking on little Scruff. Anyway, they know everything's fine anyway. So yes, so I just wanted to explain just a little bit, okay? But everybody else's lives are different. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? It's just that, you know, you learn many things over the years, and I've learned a hell of a lot. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So that's all that I'm saying, you know, but I'm not speaking for anybody else anyway. So yeah, so that's a good video to listen to as well with our lovely Richard Verbs. Like I said, not in that way, not in that way. And of course, like I said, that jet fuel scam, that's also, right, messages. I'm so sorry, my delicious little babies. I think that's off somebody else now, yes, okay. Because at 3 o'clock, then somebody else, their other friends are going to come and collect little Scruff, you know, until they get back home, okay. So that's what's going on there now then, okay. So the next one, okay, here we go. This one here, my delicious little babies, Texas. Now this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay. Sorry, please excuse me, I have to put you on pause because little Scruff's going to go out and they're bringing the bin back. Just 1 second, please. I'm so sorry about this, my delicious little babies. Do forgive me. I'm sorry about that, my delicious little babies. It's all right because we clean the bins. I usually do mine in my garden. But upstairs, God bless me lovely neighbours. Well, she's got a dear mum and dad from Spain over. So, you know, a dear mum, she does all the bins and that for a little daughter. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? But of course, I've had to close the door just in case because, you know, little Scruff. No, I mean, they wouldn't harm. Beautiful little Riz, beautiful little Scruff. They wouldn't harm. But what it is, she's not very, do you know what I mean? With the, you know, she gets a little bit worried. So that's why I've had to close my front door. I'll open it again shortly. Anyway, so this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? Everybody gets used to me by now. You get used to it, okay? And what it is, it's called Trial Site News. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, I never wrote it down, so I must write it down. He's got 143,000 subscribers, okay? Trial Site News has, yes. So you could just please and thank you tap it into the old space bar in YouTube, okay? Please and thank you. And with the Trial Site News, the video that you're looking for, and this is the latest one, okay, my delicious little babies, is Texas, A for Apple, G for Gertie, AG, demands COVID-19 vax makers show evidence of safety and efficiency. So I should just repeat that once more for you all, my delicious little babies. Texas AG demands COVID-19 vax makers show evidence of safety and efficiency. Now then, again, so we're going to tick you off, okay? Now, again, you know, this is where, and it's not a long video, my delicious little babies, but it's well worth a listen, okay, because it's so very, there we go, it's so very important to follow these things. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Because there seems to be an awful lot more who are speaking up. There we go, it seems. Do you see? Because others are not a-larking. No, they are not, and rightfully so. And God bless everybody. Very sadly, he's had to go through all of this, okay? That, well, you know, more and more and more are starting to see the real trouble that all of this has caused and is still causing. Okay, my delicious babies, yes, okay? So that's that. Now, the next one, before I get to my last one, okay? The next one, this one's on BitChute, okay? My delicious little babies, BitChute, okay? So, like I said before, I'm going to repeat again. If you just please type it in to the search engine of your choice. I mean, I prefer to use DuckDuckGo. That's what I prefer to use, okay? But others may prefer to use other search engines, okay? Because there are many out there, aren't there? So you would need to put BitChute, and then the uploader is called Pay Attention. So it would be BitChute and then Pay Attention. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So, right, okay. So, let's Just see now. What you're looking for, it's all right, they're trying to call me again. I've got to just speed ahead with my video now, because I don't want it to interfere with my video, my delicious little babies. I'm so sorry about this, but you know what it is, because otherwise, if I cut the video off, I've got to start all over again. I'm so sorry, my delicious little babies. I'm really sorry. I do apologise for this. So it's BitChute, and then pay attention, you know, the search engine of your choice. And then what the video that you're looking for is called Kieran. So it's K-E-N-A-N. Kieran, son of Enos. Okay. And then it is, we are now entering the final battle between good and evil. Okay. So I should just repeat just once more. Kenan, son of Enos. Okay. We are now entering the final battle between good and evil, okay? And that's on BitChute, okay, my delicious little babies? So I'm just going to tick them off as well, okay? That's a really good to listen to as well. It's like you've got a man speaking, okay, not in that way, but then he's doing like other little videos in it. It's really, really good, okay? I think it's about just over an hour long, I'm pretty sure, okay? I think it is, yes. But yes, it was really interesting to listen to, okay, and it's all to do with different things, okay. So very interesting video as well. They're all really interesting. Now, finally, okay, you've got, and this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. It's on YouTube. So if you was pleased just to tap into the old space bar, yes, please and thank you. Films now. So that's two words into one. Films now. Movies and trailers. Okay, my delicious little babies. Films now, movies and trailers. Now then, he has, or whoever the uploader, I assume is a man. Okay, and again, not in that way. He has 1.49 million subscribers. And in fact, you're not going to believe this, my delicious little babies, because I am not really subscribed to many. No, I am not, okay? But I've even subscribed. But I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this uploader a couple of times before, months ago. Now this is a very interesting video, my delicious little babies. Oh yes, it is. Okay, so when you go on to that, what I've just suggested, tap into the space bar, because that is the subscribe, you know, the when you look at where to subscribe. Okay, the video that you're looking for is, it's called Selling Sickness, the pharmaceutical industry and disease branding, big pharma documentary, and that's on YouTube. So I shall repeat that just once more, my delicious little babies, okay? Selling Sickness, okay? The pharmaceutical industry and disease branding, okay? Big pharma documentary, and that's on YouTube under who I'd said, okay? So that one's already been ticked off, my delicious little babies. So that's the last of my video, you know, my video today, you know, what the information I want to give out. And I do apologise for all the interruptions. Please do forgive me, but I must get back to them, because it could very well be very important. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Sorry, I'm getting messages now, so I think I need to get back to them. But anyway, well, I don't think I am. But so I do apologise, but please, you know, please, for those of you out there, just a little bit of your time in your day or not. I understand that some of you could be super duper busy with jobs and other things like this. I get it. I really, there we go. I really, really do. I mean, for years and years and years, you know, I work 6 days a week, 7 days a week myself. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but the realisation is, need to get up on this, okay? But that's a really flipping, damn well good flipping documentary as well to listen to, okay, my delicious little babies. It's just to get you up on things, you know. So until my next video, thank you so very much for even taking the time. Thank you to even listen to my video, for those of you out there, or to even put a like, Thank you. It's so very much appreciated, okay? And please, wherever you are in the world, have a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening. Please make each day, even just for, once a day, just to find something just small to smile about. Do you know what I mean? And please continue to lift the vibration. Please take care of yourselves, my delicious little babies, and please try and take care of others. Listening out is always very helpful, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, some friends, or some work colleagues. Please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish, and that you love them so, okay? So until the next time, God bless. Much love. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.